Coming up on Mountain News this morning, faculty and staff with Hazard Community and Technical College take part in an active shooter training so they can be fully prepared in case they and their students are put in danger. And the city of Moorhead welcomes back the Eagles after their hard-won victory on the basketball court.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Oh, good morning, y'all. Sorry I was stretching there. I don't even know what I'm doing this morning. It's St. Patrick's Day, so I'm acting up a little bit of gas. It's 6:35. I'm Dakota Makris. Let's head over to Brandon for a look at that forecast this morning. And Brandon, there's green behind you, but luckily it's not raining anything green, I guess. It's just regular rain. Yeah. See what I'm saying? St. Patrick's Day. What? Good Lord, can you get with it, Brandon, here?
No, apparently not, because
I'm trying to say it's green behind you, but thankfully it's not raining anything green.
Right, but it is raining.
It is raining, and get your rain jackets with you.
Exactly. So there you go. All right, let's take a look, see what's going on out there this morning, and we indicate rain by showing you green on the radar, and that's what we're seeing this morning. It's been moving back and forth in waves. We had some heavier pockets earlier, but now it's kind of dying down for just a little bit, but more is on the way today. Corbin along I-75, our London camera was messed up just a few minutes ago, but our Corbin was working this morning. 51 down that way, and you see some 40s out there in a few spots, but temperatures already on the way back up. They're going to make a little bit of a rebound this morning going into the early afternoon hours before they start to drop again as that cold front approaches. Still west of Louisville right now, so we're going to keep an eye on that for you. But temperatures from this time yesterday, boy, what a difference a day makes. We got basically the winter, you can't hardly see it, is Ashland, 27 degrees warmer this morning. Middlesboro was at 28 degrees warmer a little earlier, but now they're at 25 degrees warmer. Same thing in Harlan, and then again, double digits warmer across the entire region this morning. Mojicast for you. Scattered showers off and on today, not an all-day washout. That 55 is basically before lunchtime. And this weekend, it is the last weekend of winter officially, and it's going to feel like it with temperatures in the 40s, but it's going to be drier and cooler as we head to the next little bit. Dakota?
All right, Brendan, thank you. Well, with numerous school shootings that have happened across the nation in recent years, several schools are working to ensure that they are prepared if a situation like that were to happen. Yesterday, Hazard Community and Technical College faculty and staff took part in an active shooter training to make sure that they are ready if that day ever happens. Alyssa Williams reports.
Helping educators and administrators to use their best judgment if the worst-case scenario were to happen.
Well, I think it's so important to have this hands-on training because the number of incidents of mass shootings, both in higher education and just in other settings across the nation, sadly is increasing. And we want to have our faculty, our students, our staff be prepared.
To help ensure Hazard Community and Technical College faculty and staff are prepared if an active shooter situation were to occur, Kentucky State Police were at HCTC's technical campus on Thursday, setting up numerous hands-on simulations.
And experiencing one of these type incidents in a training scenario as opposed to real life, you're going to have the advantage there. At least you're going to be thinking about what's going on. You're going to have an idea of what you may need to do to increase your chances of survival.
Faculty and staff were taught on the importance of having an escape route, ways to disarm active shooters, how to best defend yourself if you are in close contact with someone aiming to harm you, and several other lessons.
Training like this was good for where you work, but what happens if you're in a mall in Lexington? To react to something like that, to know what to do and how to react could save your life or the life of somebody else that you're with.
Preparing for a day no one hopes will come, but knowing they're ready if it does. In Hazard, Alyssa Williams, WYMT Mountain News.
HCTC's next active shooter training will be March 23rd at the school's Hazard campus. Those at the school say these trainings are yearly to ensure faculty and staff are always prepared. Well, the city of Moorhead welcomed home its heroes last evening after a big win in the National Invitational Tournament. The Moorhead State Eagles received a police and fire escort down Main Street less than 24 hours after the team's 68-64 upset of the top-seeded Clemson Tigers. Coach Preston Spradlin and his players got a lot of handshakes and hugs from fans. Next up for Moorhead State is a second-round matchup with UAB on Sunday. A matchup at Rupp Arena last night certainly put the Sweet in the boys basketball Sweet 16 tournament. Both Martin County and Frederick Douglass High School in Lexington had special stories behind their fight for the state title. Chad Hedrick has more on what went down on the court.
They packed Rupp Arena in red and orange. Two teams with their own stories fighting it out on the hardwood. We'll start in the mountains of eastern Kentucky. These students and fans from Martin County driving nearly 2.5 hours to Lexington.
You know, the 606 band together, the area code. We've had a rough year in the mountains. We started the school year with historic flooding, and I think it really did a lot to just pull the mountains together, pull our communities together.
This group is with the band that's made of Pike County Central students. Martin County has faced challenges with finances and size, and their neighbors wanted to help them out in the postseason.
As our band director Jason Johnson said, it was just an organic experience where the Pike Central band just came in and started playing for Martin County. It was just an impromptu performance.
On the other side of the court, Frederick Douglass fans had a much shorter drive, but the road to get here has been a long one. Finally reaching the big stage.
Everybody's been excited. Everybody's just been ready to go. I mean, we had our girls lose, and that was tough, but you know, we're ready to cheer on the boys. Hopefully they can win a state championship.
For senior Thomas Howard and his classmates, they are experiencing something no other Douglass class has, seeing their school in the Sweet 16, capping off what has been a wild high school experience.
I mean, it's been awesome because, you know, with COVID and stuff, but now this year it's kind of like more open than it ever has been since freshman year for us. So, you know, we're having fun and just trying to take it all in.
Ultimately, the Broncos outshined the Cardinals as the journey to their first state title still has time on the clock.
At Rupp Arena, Chad Hedrick, WYMT Mountain News.
The Appalachian Wireless Arena is looking ahead to a busy 2023. Shows are packing the calendar. A sold-out Co-Wetzel, the East Kentucky Stampede and Rodeo, a 90s nostalgia show, the Doobie Brothers, and more. Arena representatives say it's going to be a big year for entertainment in Eastern Kentucky.
So you've got all different kinds of varieties. You've got kids shows, you've got country, you've got rock. It's pretty entertaining. It's a pretty entertaining time at the arena.
A new show announcement is expected Monday, and tickets to everything can be found online or at the arena's box office.
642 is a 90s kid. I wouldn't mind going to that 90s show. They got some good groups in that one. But anyway, the forecast this morning, not so good. Still some rain out there as you head to the first part of your day. You're going to be seeing some heavier pockets up near Moorhead this morning and down into parts of southwest Virginia, but they're already starting to slacken up there just a little bit as we head to the morning. Temperatures trying to start rebounding back closer to 50 in many locations, but some spots like Prestonsburg down another degree to 50. We're looking at temperatures starting to rebound out to the west a little bit because we have some south winds coming in, still some 40s in Jackson and then over into parts of southwest Virginia. But for your St. Patrick's Day forecast, it's going to be fairly nice for a little while with temperatures at least, and they're going to start to drop behind that cold front, and we're looking at a cold weekend ahead. Rain chances today. No four-leaf clovers falling from the sky right now, but it's going to be a back and forth weather day heading into the last weekend of winter, if you can believe it. Dakota?
All right, Brendan, thank you so much. 6:43 here. When we come back here on Mountain News this morning, a new study looks at the importance of sleep among the younger population around the world and how getting less of it can impact their well-being.